here it is, everyone. The news related to the co-op. Yesterday at 11 p.m. closer to the midnight, they gave us the news or the event guide. What do we need to expect? Most of us already read it, right? But honestly, I want to share it. I want to give my opinion, but honestly, there's no opinion. There's really nothing opinion, but just reading some news, that's all. But anyway, before I'm gonna read that completely, I need to clear the sewer first, alright? Don't worry, this is just quick. And also after that, I'm gonna open purple card. That purple card, it's really hard to pronounce the R words, even though I'm not a Japanese. It's just that it's really hard. I don't know why, even though I'm not Japanese. But anyway, purple card, purple card is that I'm gonna open that. I get that from the supplies event, so honestly I really shocked, surprised that I managed to get that. So anyway, after that we need to open the purple cards, and once we're done, let's talk about the guide events for this co-op in this upcoming update in the December. But anyway, let's clear the sewer first. Don't worry, this is just quick.
Much later. Later.
So let's begin for this upcoming co-op. I'm just gonna give you the important stuff or the important news only, not overall, so that it will not take long. And if you want to know more about this one, you can just go to their Discord called The Last Day on Earth Survival. But for now, let's read the first description they said to us. Here, let's read that. Deep beneath the wasteland, there's a hidden and abandoned network of tunnel. Subway, let's just call it subway. It once connected strategic military facilities. It had been closed for a long while, but FENA specialists recently found a new way inside. So this challenge is not for the faint of heart. Expect encounters with hordes of infected enemies, radiations, and many other threats. You can't go through all that alone. You're gonna need a team, so it means that you are not allowed to enter to this kind of location or called subway as a being alone. You need to have a team. So strategy, cooperation, and determination play an important role here, but the rewards for your bravery will be correspondingly great. So I cannot give you this, but I want to tell you this one, alright? It has something called the subway. I'm gonna show you what I mean for that. So let's go there into that kind of location. You see here? You see that? This is the subway that they mentioned. By the way, you don't need to worry about this cat. I have a cat here right now. But anyway, let me show you what this subway does. There you are, the trolley. As you can see, the trolley is still not a... Trolley is not yet here, and because of this processor that you need to put, and processor is not yet in the game, so it means that the trolley is not yet here. But because of what they said, let's read it again. Let's go back. Alright, if you read that above, deep beneath the wasteland, there's a hidden and abandoned network of tunnels. Subway, yes! It once connected strategic military facility. It had been closed for a long while, but this FENA called, I don't know if it's a person or a company or a military specialist, recently found a new way inside. So it means that there is only two possibilities. Either the lab would be the connection or would be the lobby for a clan or a clan members that we can meet each other. Like we can meet here in the subway station. You know, this subway here. We can meet here, we can talk here, but only in this location. So, here's the things. Because I don't want to create a assumption because it's already given. the events is already given of what we need to do, what we need to prepare. So, let's hear it again. Let's read again the gist of the co-op. Alright? You and your team complete the selected part of subway tunnels, either fighting enemies, helping each other out, and using unique class abilities. Alright here? So, this one, using the class abilities, so I feel like this is it, right? But I will not try to explain yet again. Explore 3 different maps, each of which has a difficulty level of a unique layout. One can't just enter them because there is a high radiations, required special protective suits which need to be activated using the quantum. Wow, that's a kind of a new word right there. Batteries. So you need some kind of batteries, rare sources of power, which you can find with Fina operative at the farm, in the motel, the bunker Alpha, and other location. For that, if you want to get these quantum batteries, you can just go and get that from any other location, either police department, either the transport hub, bunker Alpha, bunker Bravo, we don't know, but it already gave us the solution. So you'll have to leave your equipment before entering. That's the bad part about it. But worry not, you will get it all back after you exit the tunnel. Each run starts you in the waiting room lobby. Oh, as I said! Alright, as I said, there would be a lobby. So where you will be able to select your class and equipment set, assemble a group, and set out on a mission. I already said it. There would be a lobby, and we don't know what is that, but. Alright? I guess I would say it would be here, or there would be another lobby we can enter, interact, or maybe some sort of like this one, like this kind of thing here in the subway station. So honestly though, if you really want to know more, you just need to go to their Discord and go to their Last Day on Earth and click the game news, and it give you, or it guide you where you need to look for the new information. Honestly, let's go back here again about the class ability. So it means, and also you can't equip, you can't leave your equipment before you enter this location. So it means this kind of co-op is not allowed for you to use your weapon in your wasteland. For example, M16 AK scars, because they want to prevent you from trading some items, right? So that way, those people who always do some hackers, those who always do some scam, it is to prevent those scammers, hackers, and even those bullshits. And also that's why, so they think about it, and so they think another plan to make this cool. It means we will need to use some kind of class abilities, or a unique class abilities. This one, let's talk about that later on. That's why it's just more important stuff that I'm gonna talk about today. So let's go to the next part. There you are, the location and the enemies in the subway. So what do we expect there? You'll have 3 location base mission of a varying difficulty to choose from. Either shelter object, Atlas, power unit, or vengeance object. You might encounter different types of enemies in the tunnel, from regular zombies, floater, bloater, toxic speeders, to advanced mutated forms, either miners, acid, and explosive zombies. I know this kind of miners will be like one of those, if you play the expeditions, that kind of miners, that kind of a small miners that you will either encounter, or a literal miners that you are like from the boss in the transport hub. We don't know yet, but the only thing we know is the cold miners. So we already know what we can do here, or a mission that we will do, either shelter, like we need to do something else there. Atlas, I don't know what is that. Vengeance, either we need to kill someone or we need to destroy every zombie we need to do. Alright, here's the last part. I'm out of breath, but we still need to continue. Alright, the last and final description. I'm gonna read that. The classes and the equipments. First, the medics. Universal fighter at close and medium range. And the ability, it has a field medkits, and it heals every allies with the AOE. It's not a single type, so it means everyone can be healed. Next, sniper, long range combat, heavy damage to single target. So it means this one is just a sniper like a talker from the expeditions. That's why I'm here in the settlements, because it has a more damage, or it has a deal damage to those single targets. And the ability, piercing shots. It crosses the enemy line, dealing damage and stunning them. So it means that it has a, like, it's a piercing shot. It can shot multiple target in a single line, as long as it hits in the single line, and everyone got stunned for those who got hit by that. So that's why it's good. I don't know what kind of mechanics here that we will be here, because it said piercing shot, right? Either there would be some kind of guide like the dark grim soul. You already know that, like, you know, like it gives us the guide where the bullet would be hit, so that if we try to find some way, like for example like that, it's really hard for me to try to do that. But anyway, it's like a grenade. When you try to throw it, you know where you need to throw and how far it goes. That's what I mean. So anyway, the last part, heavy troopers, crowd control at close range. These heavy troopers will be it has a more important role than the other, but I know that medic and sniper is also important too. Their shotguns deal damage to several targets simultaneously in the AoE count in front of them, thus efficiently clearing group of enemies. So it means that it has a it's not like a shotgun that we've been using since the game. It literally obliterates. It already said here, it deals damage in an AoE cone. So it means that, as I said, this one will become you know, a real life shotgun from now on, instead of the shotgun that we've been using since today. So honestly, I'm really shocked that they're gonna try to implement that here. So we don't know what kind of co-op that will be coming here. Hopefully it goods, but we don't know yet. And the ability here is the flashbang. Throws a grenade which stuns the enemies around the selected points and interrupt their action. They will stun and also interrupt their action. It means that if there would be a what you call that, I don't know if it's effect against those exploder when they explodes. If that is the case, then it's best to use flashbang so that they don't explode, and if you have enough time to kill them fast. Oh yeah, that's why. So anyway, honestly, that's the last description. I'm gonna give you some information. Honestly though, I'm really out of breath right now, but honestly, there is really more. I'm just gonna read it, but I'm not gonna tell you that. So the first is, how do I start a mission, clan tournaments, and how do I unlock access to the event, how do I join a clan, can I play the channel on my own, blah blah blah. And there's really more. There's a lot more, so I can't, you know, read them everything. I just gonna give you the important, only those 4 description I showed. That's why that's the only thing I need to know. So anyway, honestly, I would say I can't wait for this co-op, but honestly, there's really nothing else, because as you can see, woo, I don't have a clan member here. That's the only reason. I don't have a clan here, and as of now, I'm not yet in the clan. But I would create a clan from my main account. Then I'm gonna use this account, this region here, to make at least having 2 members. So that's why if someone needs some help and get more items, we can do that. We can help each other, you know. But for now, we don't know what is that. But I'm gonna create a clan. I don't know what clan should I name, because I love cats, and most of the time I love to drink coffee. That's why I always think maybe I'm just gonna name it like coffee drunker. I don't know. I really don't know. Honestly, I'm not good at naming everything, so that's why it's really hard for me to create a name. So anyway, because we're done, let's do the last and final thing here, because today is the final for the Commune trials, and today is the final thing I can grab my ATV transmission. So once I grab this, that would be my 6th ATV transmission. So This is just a quick. I don't need to show you that. I'm just gonna show you the things that I'm gonna buy. The ATV. All right. Wait for me. Let me just clear everything in the commune rituals, and I'll be done with that. It's really kind of quick, and let's meet there in a second. Alright, we are now done, and this is the final things for my commune trials. As I said, let me tell you this again one more time. If you really want to get more ATV transmissions, do the commune every day. Commune always back twice a season. So it means you just need to do 5 seasons and you will get 10 exactly ATV transmission. So finally, let's get this one, and let's buy this one. That's all, because there's really nothing important here. But anyway, if you like this video, you can hit the subscribe buttons, and so, let's meet again into the next one, and see ya, everyone, and goodbye.